So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. New York Police Department stated that 3 women were arrested after their attack at Belfries in the early hours of Sunday morning. Chef Ralph Nunez recorded the chaotic attack on his cell phone. Video shows 3 women, who have all been identified, grabbing items from across the restaurant to hurl at employees, including glass bottles and a metal stool. They climbed over the counter and danced on top of it, tore down the plastic barrier, and threw up the middle finger. In the background, a crowd of people could be seen laughing and recording the outburst on their phones. The 3 women also removed $10 of cash from the register. Their attack injured a 33-year-old female worker and a male worker, who both suffered lacerations to their heads. 3 women were all arrested for robbery and criminal mischief. 1 woman also received charges of assault and resisting arrest for punching an arresting officer in the face. The other 2 women were each charged with criminal possession of a weapon. All right, so this is the before and after, right? So you can see in the gift that is provided, right? You can see them acting violent, tearing up the store, and doing a variety of things. Now, when I look very close at the video, I note that in a what seems to be inebriated state, one of the women is basically pointing to her face and saying, "Come hit me," or whatever it is. More than likely, there was some extra type of talking taking place, but nothing to the extent or to the matter of somebody deciding that, oh, I'm going to tear up this establishment, I'm going to cause 25K worth of damage, is something that I can't even afford to pay, and I'm going to just start ripping apart stuff, throwing stuff all over the place, attacking the workers, so on and so on and so on, right? And on the right, you can clearly see all 3 of the women leaving court, and for whatever reason they were able to leave court. Basically, I didn't hear anything about any type of community service at all, or if they will receive community service, because in my belief, for somebody to act so stupidly, so belligerent, so idiotic, so ignorant, so dangerous, so violent, I feel that they should serve some type of time. So the thing that they should do is make sure that they serve community service and that the 25 grand is basically paid off. If you decide to let them go or whatnot or whatever, that just means that they're going to enact the exact same behavior because the punishment was not severe enough. They got a slap on the wrist, and then if you go and watch some of the video, a lawyer will show up at the end and he'll state that, oh, my client, some words are basically stated to her, and once everything becomes clear and you can see a little bit more of the story, I feel that people's opinion about my client will change. No, nobody's opinion is going to change. All of them are violent. All of them are violent. The best excuse that they could potentially have is that they were inebriated and had too much to drink, and that people behind them got them riled up. That would be the best excuse that they would have. It wouldn't justify it, but that's a better excuse versus somebody saying like, oh, well, somebody said a few words behind the counter and this is what took place. It became a heated type of area or so have you. No, I'm sorry. Like I said, we're in the realm of where women will not really be held accountable for the things that they decide to do, how it is that they decide to act. This is clearly what you're looking at. And then you're looking at society, right? The crowd behind them. You're looking at society enable these women, allowing these women, because at any point in time, somebody from that crowd could have very potentially be like, yo, all right, y'all did enough, like just leave, just leave. right? Because that's normally what happens. Like, yo, chill, 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 chill. Hurry up, go. They're gonna call the police. Just go, just go, just go. You don't want to get arrested. Just go, right? And usually, that is what would stop people from continuing on, meaning that they will potentially harm other people, aka the employees there, because this is what could very possibly happen. The business can basically sue them, right? And then after the business entity sues them, then the owner can personally sue each and every one of the three women. Then on top of that, you can have behind the business owner the workers who were harmed, who were distressed, right? Who had to go through that, might potentially suffer PTSD. They can then go behind the business and the owner and then sue them each personally. Those women are going to be broke. They're going to be broke. They're not going to be able to pay any of that money at all. I promise you. And then, you have some people that were with them, not sure if it was family or a brother or whatever it is, in a sense, enabling certain things. Because in the actual video, when it has audio, some of the cameramen, because they were pretty annoyed, right, with the cameramen, how close they were in them trying to get pictures. One of the guys was telling them like, "Yo, bad, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing this, we ain't doing this." And then at one point in time, you can hear one of the women stating that's with the guy, like, "Yo, you don't want to get too close." And he's like, "Hi, yeah, they don't want to get too close. They don't want that." Like, you're enabling this type of behavior, right? And my main thing is this: as a man, if you're enabling a woman like this, it's only a matter of time before this type of behavior that is being enabled, that is being displayed, is going to not only be her own downfall, not only be the downfall of the people around her, but your downfall as well, being that man that is enabling and allowing her to act the way that she is going to act. Because the main thing that I've understood and learned through society, through social media, is that women like this will end up sooner or later getting into an argument with a man. And once she gets into an argument with that man, she's not going to fight that fight. It's going to be the man or the men that are with and that have enabled her thus far that are going to, quote unquote, come to her rescue and fight that fight. And once that fight is actually fought, the ending story is one man loses his life, both men loses their life, both men pretty much in jail, in prison for a long-term sentence, or everybody is pretty much gone, and the only one that is left standing after the smoke clears is that woman. And she's going to continue on doing the exact same thing that she's been doing. Like I said before, we are in a whole different world at this moment in time. And we're in a world full of enablers who will sit back and watch as women like this proceed to destroy, cause destruction, cause chaos, ensue violence, ensue injury, and many, many more things. And the end result of that is that they don't suffer. They don't have to, in a sense, pay for what it is that they did, meaning with their time. They don't have to, in a sense, give back any type of money at all either. Like I said, this is just, for me, it's a 100% crazy event, and it makes me even more happier that I spend less and less and less amount of time outside amongst people, because I'm not trying to deal with any of these types of things at all, nor am I trying to deal with people like this. So